Good morning. Rotate. Okay, rotate device. Sorry about that. Good morning. I guess it won't let me go live any other way. I guess it doesn't let you go live landscape on a cell phone. Okay, so I haven't done a lot of cell phone lives because they tend to pixelate depending on the signal, and where I work, there isn't a lot of cell phone signal. I just want to make this a very quick update. I wasn't going to do this series anymore, but I had a large amount of people tell me that they watched this on the replay, that the information that I shared was very helpful, that it helped encourage and inspire them to continue going. So I feel like it's now my responsibility to continue Ninja on. That's just, that doesn't even make sense. I should have said continuing to Ninja on. So, it is early. All right, well, I'm hitting my third week of intermittent fasting. I'm coming up on my 3rd month keto anniversary. And so today I would like to just talk to you a little bit about the fact that in my keto journey, when I first started keto, my blood sugars were really high. I was on metformin, 1,000 milligrams, twice a day. And within my first week of keto, I had to actually reduce it to once a day, my metformin to once a day. And then by the second week, I was completely off medicine, completely off. The reason was I was still having higher than normal blood sugars, but I was now having severely low blood sugars too. And the low blood sugars can be just as scary and just as harmful as the high blood sugars, especially if you're accustomed to a high blood glucose. So, what was happening to me is I was used to having a normal fasted, I shouldn't say normal, it was normal for me. I was used to having a fasting blood sugar somewhere in the range of 125 as high as 145, but a post-meal blood sugar between 140 and 200. And then, of course, if it was a carbohydrate or sugar-laden meal, then I could see readings as high as 240. So that was the first sign that my body was in trouble and it was not processing carbohydrates and sugars like it should. And anyway, so within my second week of being keto, I was so excited because my blood sugars went down. I was able to get off medicine. So that was like my first victory. That was my first big victory, getting off meds. And then I was really disappointed because sometime around the 3rd week of keto, my blood sugars started coming back up again, and it didn't make sense to me. And I'm like, I'm being strict. I'm eating 20 carbs or less. You know, I'm not eating any sugar. I'm not eating any processed foods. What's going on? I started feeling like I was doing something wrong. But then I found out that this is a normal thing that happens to people who are insulin resistant, diabetic, type 1, type 2. When you go on keto, that initially, and for everyone, initially means something different. So initially for me could be 3 months. Initially for you could be 7 months. Initially for the lady named Sue down the street with the red car, she could be 3 weeks. I mean, we're all wonderfully created, very unique and very different. So, okay. So for me, I heard it was a common occurrence for people with sugar issues, high fasting blood sugars, diabetes, insulin resistance, for them to have like this initial of low blood sugar And then all of a sudden, they've depleted the blood sugar in the system. The organs continue to release glucose because I did not know that the organs can store massive amounts of glucose. So then they start dumping all the sugar into your system because you haven't quite gotten fully in ketosis yet. A normal person that's not a diabetic, that doesn't have metabolic issues, a normal person can take 3 to 4 weeks. So somebody that's already got a severely damaged metabolism, someone who may be menopausal, I'm in that club. Somebody who may be insulin resistant, I'm in that club too. Somebody who has high fasting blood sugar, I'm in that club too. So I'm in all these metabolic clubs, right? I'm feeling pretty special. But anyway, so somebody that's got all of the issues that I have pertaining to blood glucose, insulin resistance, processing carbs, processing sugar. Someone like myself can take 3 to 6 months. And when you're doing keto, before you start becoming fat adapted, it can feel like a lifetime because you're like, oh my gosh. And especially if you social network, because if you're on any keto message board on Facebook, the stories, oh my gosh, you get these people in here like, I've been on keto 6 weeks. I'm already down 87 pounds. I've lost 15 pant sizes. I'm now in the size that I wore in junior high school. You get people on there that's like, I've been on keto 3 weeks. I've lost 50 pounds. I'm no longer hungry. My acne has cleared up. I regrew a leg. You know, if you listen to some of these people on Facebook, I'm not saying their stories aren't true, but I'm saying it'll make you feel like you're broken, like you're doing something wrong. I can actually promise you that there's more people out there like me than there are people with these amazing transformation stories. I put out a video, When Keto Sucks, and it was all about how I'm fine with my journey until I compare it side by side with somebody else's. And I'm just wanting to take a moment to say, look at this face. Look at how thin this face, this chin. I still have, I call that a gobbler. I still have a gobbler, but I mean, I can see this is a straight on shot. I'm not doing any selfie magic. I can see the difference in my face. I can see the difference in my tummy. I can see the difference in my weight. I can feel the way my pants are fitting. So I don't have any amazing weight loss stories. I am, as of this morning's weigh-in, I'm down 8 pounds, but at my lowest weigh-in, I've been down 10. But think about the remarkable metabolic healing that's going on within my body right now. So the real side of my journey is that I get incredibly discouraged sometimes because I see these people that they have these remarkable, quick, almost, I've been on keto one day, I'm down 50 pounds, kind of stories. And so it's really easy, really, really easy to get caught up in that. Don't compare your story. Your metabolism, if you're in the same boat as I am, if you're over 40, if you're in premenopause or already completely in menopause, if you have any kind of sugar issue, thyroid issues, if you are under an incredible amount of stress, if you're not getting enough sleep, all of those things can impact you. So I've been doing intermittent fasting as a result in order to help me and help keto help me. And I'd like to say that I'm celebrating now 3 days of blood sugar, under 100, and I haven't done that since the beginning of my keto journey. The beginning. And this is with me going out Saturday night and or Friday night and totally blowing it. I had a shot of cinnamon schnapps, and I had a beer, Mick Ultra, but it was a beer. And I know I ate way over my calorie budget, and I ate 63 net carbs. I think my carbs were 100, but I am full on back in ketosis 2 days later. I'm feeling good. I don't have any kind of negative response to that, but 3 days. So initially when I started keto, I saw a major drop in my blood sugar. My average blood sugars went from 120 to 130. That's fasting first thing in the morning. They went down to like 107 to 110 on average. Then they dropped even further to, I was averaging like 103, 105. Then they started shooting back up to 120. I stayed there for like a week, but I'm on week 3 of intermittent fasting. All last week, my blood sugars remained between 105 and 110 for an average blood sugar. And Saturday morning, I was 99. Sunday morning, I was 91. And this morning, I was 99 again. So there you go. Intermittent fasting. I am healing from the inside out. For those of you that watch this on the replay, mwah, hope you have an amazing day, and keto on.